you don't trust yourself. That's the only reason why you are doubting yourself. That is one of the number one common reasons why people do not become successful and they do not execute the things that they want to desire in this life, is because there is no trust in self. Now, if you believe in God, ancestors, and universe, you need to build a genuine relationship. And of course, that's going to look different for everybody if you believe in that, if you don't, because you guys know we don't force religion or spirituality. But if you don't trust in those things, the universe, ancestors, you have to learn how to trust yourself, because if you don't trust you, how are you supposed to be the best version of yourself? How are you supposed to heal? How are you supposed to get that brand new job? How are you supposed to get that brand new car? How are we supposed to become better if we don't really trust ourselves? And I'm not talking about fake it till you make it, because as your favorite mental health specialist and your favorite motivational teacher on this account, I don't believe in that. I think it's very misleading and misinformative to tell people to fake it till they make it, because if you're not putting in the work, if you're not being practical about your schedule, if you're not being practical about the resources and the tools that you have, because all of us do not have the same 24 hours in a day, okay, wake it up, clock it, you'll stress yourself out. You will feel stuck and stagnant. You'll start to compare yourself, and you'll resent and sabotage relationships internally and with other people, places, and things. So that being said, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Let's just continue to get straight into it. In order for you to learn how to trust yourself, I have an exercise for you that you need to start working on immediately. To the back. If you know that's from, comment down below, and happy Black History Month to everybody, okay? You have to realize that if you do not learn to take time for yourself, you are the only person who's going to feel like there's something wrong with you, whether it's psychologically, emotionally, physically, mentally, or even financially, because our mental health is connected to our wealth. And once again, wealth is not just based off of monetaries, access, or materials. You have to learn how to prioritize yourself. You have to be able to build a relationship with yourself. So therefore, when people, places, and things come and go in your life, you're not disappointed. You don't have any expectations. You're able to be grateful for them in the moment and in the seasons. And we're not stuck in the past. We're not dwelling, and we're not so overwhelmed about the future. Like, in order for you to trust yourself, you have to decide what you want to do. That's the first thing. Now, when it comes to the exercise, in order for you to trust yourself and you are able to figure out what it is that you want in this life, you have to ask yourself, why do you not trust yourself? So when you see this video, I'm going to slow it down. Okay. I want you to get a pen and a paper. I want you to get a notebook. It can look like this. It can look like this. You can use your phone. You can use your iPad, whatever you're watching this on. Like I said, I'll give you a couple of seconds. And I need you, if you have your iPhone, to pull out your notes and write down these questions and answer them. Or if you're bold, put them in the comment section. Okay, I'll give you guys a couple more seconds. Let me know when we're ready. Let me know when we're ready. Okay, because I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and I need you to answer them. Okay. Okay, the first question: why is it so hard for you to trust yourself? That's the first question. Why is it so hard for you to trust yourself? And the reason why I'm telling you guys to answer these questions is because you need to do it. As your favorite mental health specialist on this account, I hold you accountable because I hold myself accountable. And I genuinely appreciate the people who come across these videos, because you don't have to be here. I feel like if you are going to support people, if you are going to take your time in your life, seriously, you should be doing things that make you feel good about yourself. Now, of course, this is an educational content. I do have other pages, but like I said, if you see me here, we're here to be educational, okay? Intentionally. And I'm trying to make it entertaining, but healing is not a one size fit all, but most importantly, it's a lot of unpacking and unlearning and learning, okay? Because that's how you're going to grow. That's how you evolve. So the first thing, like I said, was knowing why is it so hard for you to trust yourself. The second question I want you to answer once you figure that out, my camera got cut off, sorry. The second question I want you to answer and ask yourself out loud is, what made you believe that you are not able to trust yourself? So why is it so hard for you to not trust yourself? And what made you believe that you could not trust yourself? And those are two different questions. They sound similar, but they're not. The reason why you need to know what is causing you to not believe in yourself is therefore you're able to identify why it is so hard and why is it so challenging for you to not trust yourself, for you to not believe in yourself. When you go to the root of your issue, you can then internalize and process how this has affected you, like I said, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, however, and then you're able to grieve, which is going to be the third question. How does it make you feel when you don't trust yourself, right? The third and fourth question are going to be a little bit similar. They're going to be tied in, but the next question is, how does it make you feel when you don't trust yourself? Once again, you guys, this sounds like common knowledge. It sounds like common sense. It's not. Everyone does not genuinely take the time for themselves. And like I said, I think it's misleading to tell people to fake it till you make it, because that's how a lot of people walk around in this world and they're still not satisfied. They're genuinely not happy. Like, people can have the cars, the money, and the clothes, I suppose. I just want to be successful, okay? And still not be happy. And a lot of you may have experienced that. People, it looks like externally, it looks like from the outside, people are doing well. They're not happy. Those people are not happy. And it's not to discourage anybody, but it's just like, if you are going to be happy, it should be genuine. Like, and your happiness, once again, is going to look different from everybody, but you don't have to pretend, excuse me, to be happy if you're not. Like, it's okay if you have, a bad day, but it's just like, do we really have bad days, or are we just having a moment where we need to work on ourselves? And that's going to be a different topic for a different video. So now the fourth question, make sure you guys are counting, because okay, but the fourth question you need to ask yourself and answer and write down as well, and make sure you guys slow this part down. I'm gonna continue to slow down as I'm asking you guys this question, is what happens when and if you learn to trust yourself? What will happen if you learn how to trust yourself? When and if. And the reason why I'm saying that is because eventually, once we figure out why you're insecure, once we figure out where these negative thoughts are coming from, once we realize the trauma that you've experienced and you're ready to talk about those things, it's like, okay, so now what if I gave you a solution? What if your favorite mental health specialist, your favorite mental health, I said that already, your favorite mental health specialist, your favorite motivational teacher, and your favorite rich auntie gave you a solution? Now what? Because it's like, in order for you to trust yourself, you have to put in work. This is an accountability and account. And being accountable is not an attack. So if you don't want to do the work, you're not going to like these videos, you're not going to like the energy, and that's fine. Make sure you send it, like, comment, and subscribe to somebody who wants to. You have to realize you cannot complain about the things that you want. And I'm speaking from experience. And I'll make that into a separate video, and that might just be the next video. You cannot complain for the things that you want. So if, for example, I'm on a diet, if I want to lose the weight, I cannot complain about certain things that I need to start doing. Because it's like, when you complain about something, you're blocking it. You're limiting yourself psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. For those of you who are intuitive mentally, you're denying it. You're telling God, answers in the universe, I don't want this. But it's like, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to do the work. I want to lose weight. I want the summer body, but I'm not willing to cut off certain foods. Now, if you don't know how, and this is why I make these videos for you, because I'm here to give you the how, that's totally understandable. But you have to decide, if I want to do something, am I willing to do what needs to be done to get it done? But in order for you to even have these goals, and for you to be consistent, and in order for you to be successful, you have to learn how to trust yourself. The reason why people do not accomplish their goals and they start to doubt themselves is because there's no trust. And speaking from experience, if you are not starting off strong, like if you're not naturally a confident person when you start something and you decide to do something, during the process, you have to step your weight up. And as your favorite mental health specialist, as a motivational teacher and speaker, that's the vibes. I'm not being hard. I'm not being harsh. If my delivery is too much for you, like I said, it's not for you, but I know it is. And because we rarely live a certain type of life, because energy speaks for ourselves, we don't got to talk about certain things. We don't have to be superior. I'm not here to flex. Just do what you need to do, because that's what people do. Outside of this page, you guys, I'm an entrepreneur, and I understand everyone is not going to be an entrepreneur. I'm not forcing that, and that's why I don't talk about those things, but it does tie into it. You have to set a tone. You have to set a certain standard. And as a motivational teacher, as a mental health specialist, we got to work on our mind. A lot of people struggle with anxiety, ADHD, OCD, 1, 2, 3, all these diagnoses because they're not mentally stable or they're emotionally unbalanced. Once you can get your mind together, your emotions, your finances, everything will come in alignment with you. But if you're stressed out because you're not knowing how to do something, how are you going to get it done? Or if you're too anxious to do something, it's going to feel like nothing is working out for you. So I need you to answer these questions and I need you to write them down. And then the next video, we're going to talk about it. Hold on, you guys. I'm currently looking at something at the same time that just caught my attention. This video is live right now. But yeah, we're going to talk about it. And I think we're going to talk about it probably on TikTok, because I'm able to go live on TikTok and on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow me. All my social media will be down in the description box below. If you're new here, follow me on all social media platforms. And if you're interested in this service, in this session, head to my website at TiGuidance.summer.com. The reason why I said we're going to talk about it on TikTok is because we have to reach our goal here on YouTube. So therefore, I'm able to answer the common questions. But on TikTok, you guys have been enjoying that. I've been posting the videos like in long form content here on YouTube and going on live, answering as many questions, because I understand everyone's not able to afford a session. And that's not my main concern. If you're going to book a service, of course, I recommend getting your constellation first and seeing, you know, what the vibes are, or just asking common questions. If you're not, like I said, able to afford that, that's not my main concern. I'd rather you guys watch the videos on YouTube and on other social media platforms. But we have to figure out why we don't trust ourselves. We need to figure out where these insecurities are coming from. And most importantly, if you're new here, I made a 30-day consistency challenge. It's 20 videos, and every single video, I believe, is like 15 to 20 minutes. But it's a lot of good tea. It's a lot of good tea, because it's just like, if you don't trust yourself with anything, you're going to struggle, you guys. Like, you're going to struggle with yourself. You're going to struggle with your relationships. Like, I'm not a fake confident person, and I'm not arrogant. That's what a lot of people get confused. Like, when you're genuinely confident, you have to do certain things. You have to move a certain type of way. Now, if you don't want to be confident, you don't want to achieve your goals, like I said, that's the only time people are triggered about what I'm saying. But coming from a place of experience and facts and just being a naturopathic physician, like, you have to realize the titles and the labels don't matter. It's just about you choosing to do what makes sense to you and just asking yourself if you want to be better, because that's the vibe. All 2025, we're not making excuses. We're not stressing ourselves out. We're either going to decide if we're going to carry ourselves a certain type of way or we're not. And of course, when you watch these videos, I want to, like I said, make it more entertaining. But as of right now, this is the type of time that we're on. Until we can figure out, okay, what we need to do, then we can have, you know, more chill, and whatever questions, whatever topics you guys want, we can do it like that. But just from experience, responding to you guys' comments and engagement, we have to figure out how we can learn how to trust ourselves. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're commenting down below. If you're new here, that is your homework assignment. If you're old here, you know the vibes. In the next video, like I said, we'll talk about it and discuss it. But I need you to rewind if you need to. And I need you to answer the following questions, because we need to figure out, like I said, where is the insecurity coming from? Once you identify where your insecurities are coming from. Oh, and I meant to say, check out the playlist. I'm not going to edit this video because I'm a real person. But what I was saying, I just said 2 different things. Sorry to throw you guys off. But check out the playlist. Each video, I think I said this already, I don't know. I'm a little bit tired. I'm about to go to sleep after I post this. Watch the videos, because like I said, the information is important. But if you have questions, comments, and concerns, let me just end off the video here. Let me know. And your homework assignment is to answer the questions so we can talk about it in the next video. And yeah, I will see you guys later. And if you guys are interested in this service, if you are new here, like I said, when you fill out the information, it will be in the description. Make sure you guys read that. The cancellation policy, booking policy, you do need to respond back via email. And just like when you go to the doctors, all the information has to be provided. And you will get the link and everything that you need to, because it is virtual. My website is virtual just because I've had this since COVID. I had to switch it to COVID instead of in person. But I appreciate you guys. We gotta learn how to trust ourselves, and we will. These videos are for you to, whenever you have time for yourself and you're prioritizing yourself, get the information, apply it to your life. Because once you get the information, once you apply it to your life, you get to decide what you want to do, okay? Because there's no rules. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and most importantly, take your time, okay? Love you, bye.